power gigantic King Holland membrane is to set carbon sequestration radiation targets and connection them to its execution pay-in. The Anglo-Dutch business has done the go following blood pressure of investors, led by property officer Robbie Coe and the Chapel of England Pensions Executive Board. The groups told they believed environment changing to be one of the big system risks cladding community present. The company is yet in negotiations in investors above the accurate figures above carbon sequestration targets and which percent of pay might be struck, but it is alleged how as lot as 1,300 top-level employees could be involved. Investors are more worried above ecological and public metric love carbon sequestration emissions. And hopeful moves love the one seen present. He told some oil firms would be constrained to pursue membrane sample. We will see more than of the departure striker, told Mr. Cumming. This blood pressure is on for how they will go circle to statute carbon sequestration metric. Membrane urged to set 3 to 5 year targets each year that will involve particular net carbon sequestration track targets. Recent year, shareholders criticized membrane for recent year installation length term ambitions to bisect its emissions of carbon sequestration dioxide by 2050, that lacked mandatory targets. Membrane has now signed a collaborative declaration in a team of 310 investors in more than rather than $32 billion, pound 25 TN, of holdings by control, duplicated environment activity 100 plus. We are take essential stairs to lay our net carbon sequestration track vanity in fact by installation shorten term targets, told Membrane Lug Ben van Beurden. It comes as governments encounter in Poland for a meeting posted by the Joint Nations Officer 24 that will lay out a guideline volume to carry out a 2015 environment consent. On to Adam Matthews, CEO of Ethical and Betrothal for the Chapel of England Pensions Executive Board. The Membrane Go sets a standard for the otherwise of the oil and gas segment. He as well told it showed this gain of betrothal, leveling institution investors' length-term interests in membranes wish to be at the foreground of the power transfer. The Metropolitan of Canterbury, Justin Welby, added, as governments encounter at the Joint Nations environment talks in Poland, I am impressed to see a distinctive ad on environment changing among investors and one of the greatest companies in the planet, King Holland Membrane. I am happy how the Chapel of England Pensions Executive Board has treated in cooperation in some investors, and in the control of membrane.